Hello, hello, my lovely Sagittarians. This is your weekly reading for December 25th through December 31st. Let's go ahead and get started here. This is the last week of 2023. On Tuesday, December 26th, we have our last full moon of the year in the sign of Cancer. Just to kind of give you an idea of the week ahead, obviously we have a couple holidays. We have New Year's Eve and New Year's Day happening. And so there's a lot of things going on this week. And let's check in to see what is happening for you this week, my Sagittarians. All right, so the Devil card here, I just think it's funny. This card doesn't necessarily mean evil or the devil or anything like that. Sagittarius, you have the Devil in reverse show up here on Monday for you. This card is about your limiting beliefs, being trapped within your thoughts, within a certain mental state or thought pattern, belief pattern, being chained by things like addiction. The list can kind of go on. These are the things that hold you back. These are the limiting beliefs, limiting factors within your life. With this being in reverse, Sagittarius, I feel like a lot of you are feeling trapped. A lot of you are feeling like you don't have control over this situation. This is you beginning to understand and become aware of these limiting beliefs. In the upright, this is where you are trapped within these beliefs, these thought patterns. And with this being in the reverse, this is you becoming aware of it, but not necessarily yet having the tools to break free from it. This is the beginning awareness, the first step for you in overcoming something. Really anything that you feel like is holding you back from achieving your full potential. All right, Tuesday we have the Six of Swords in reverse. I think it's really cool that you got the Devil in reverse and then the Six of Swords in reverse here too, because the Six of Swords here is about moving on from past painful situations, learning to let go. And in the reverse, these points, these hurtful tips of these swords are in the reverse. They're not in the upright. So whatever is happening, this thing that you're moving onward from, it no longer has the power to hurt you, is what I'm getting from these. With these points facing downward, there's really no way for you to get impaled on or hurt by these swords. So even though you might be struggling with letting these painful experiences go, you might be experiencing a little bit of hesitation to allow these things to move past, it's also something that no longer has the power to hurt you. So I'm not really sure why you're hanging on to these painful experiences, and maybe we'll get a card that will explain it further on in this reading. Whatever the case may be here, it is something that no longer has the power to hurt you. And with you beginning to understand and move forward from that Devil card in reverse, having this show that these thoughts and these limiting beliefs, these painful experiences no longer have the power to hurt you is another step towards freeing yourself from these chains that bind you to these things. Wednesday, you have the Two of Cups in reverse. A lot of reversals here for you, Sagittarius. So this is discord within a relationship. And when I say relationship, I don't always mean a romantic relationship. This is a relationship that you could have with another person. This could be a work friend or a friend. This could be a family member, really anybody in your life that you have a connection with. Something is happening that is leaving you not seeing eye to eye with this person. And I feel like moving from the Devil into this here, I feel like this thing holding you back specifically is a relationship with a person. And something is going on here where you're not seeing eye to eye, you're not seeing the full picture of what is going on. And you might be stuck reminiscing about the good times in this relationship where you and this person were, maybe you thought you guys were a perfect match. Maybe you thought that this was somebody who saw you exactly. And now you're left kind of wondering, like, what is going on? What is with this person? What is with me, possibly? Me being you, yourself, This gives me kind of like through the looking glass vibes. This gives me looking in from the outside and seeing things as an observer versus an active participant in these situations. You're viewing these things not from your personal lens of how these things affected you. You're trying to view what I feel like is really emotionally impactful situations from a impartial point of view. And you just can't do that all the time. You have to connect and move through these painful experiences sometimes. Removing yourself emotionally from a situation is not something that is going to serve you in the long run with this situation. Dang, okay, we moved on to Thursday, and we have another reversal here. This is the Chariot in reverse. We had the Devil in reverse, which is a major arcana card, and the Chariot in reverse, which is another major arcana card. This is something that is going on that is a big turning point of your life. These are not small, everyday little spats with people. This is actually something that will affect you in the long run. The Chariot in reverse here is feeling stuck, feeling like you don't have control or direction over your momentum and where you're going. You see in the upright here, this person is riding on the back of this chariot and moving upwards towards the sun. They're, you know, flying, and they're moving upwards with a sense of freedom. And this is, you don't have control over where you're going. Like, you have lost the reins and you're just kind of on this wild ride hoping to get somewhere without a sense of direction. And it's really interesting to me that all of your cards so far are showing up in reverse here, Sagittarius. I feel like this is further saying that the way that you're seeing this situation, this event with this person that you're dealing with, this relationship, this thing that you're struggling with, you're seeing it as something that you don't have agency or control over. You're seeing it as something that is happening to you and not as something that you have an opportunity to affect. I feel like this is really you stuck in a limiting belief pattern that you do not have control over the things that are happening to you. And that's just not true. We always have control over ourselves. We have control over how we are choosing to view situations and how we are choosing to affect and do with them. You're feeling very helpless is really what I'm getting here for you, Sagittarius. Let's see. Friday. Woohoo. Okay. Nice to see some upright cards for once. Friday, this is the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. So what I'm seeing here, Sagittarius, Friday is that something happens where you pull away a little bit. You go into this place of, I want to say, where you are really taking the time to step back and get a little more intentional with what you are doing. The Seven of Pentacles here is nurturing, putting in the steps and the work in order to grow something. You see this person is watering. They're investing into the long-term health and reproduction of this palm pentacle tree here. This tree of, this money tree. Pentacle tree. Money tree. They're putting into and nurturing the growth and production of this tree. The moon is also representative of following your intuition, needing to get into the nitty-gritty, maybe even the darker parts of your psyche and start to really unravel and unpack what it is that you need to do to nurture your own growth. Not just the growth of everybody else around you, not the growth of this person that you are struggling to see eye to eye with, where you feel like your agency has been taken away. This is you really getting back to what you do have influence over. Understanding even just the little pieces that you can put towards yourself, put towards the things that you want to accomplish. Every little step goes towards nurturing yourself and this opportunity that you are trying to build. All right, let's see. Saturday. Oop, we went back to a reversal here. Two of Pentacles. This card is kind of cool because in the upright and the reverse, it kind of looks the same. What matters is how you are choosing to approach the situation. Two of Pentacles is having a lot on your plate, trying to juggle and balance between, in this card's case, two major things. And I feel like with your reading so far, what these two major things are is your personal well-being and the well-being of this other person that, to me, looking at these cards, it seems like this other person is doing something that is taking away from your ability to nurture yourself. Something that this person is doing is leaving you in this limited mind space where you don't feel like you have control or agency over your situation. Something is happening where this person is getting in the way of or influencing your ability to take care of yourself. And it's leaving you in this card's case, with it being in reverse. This is an unbalanced state. This is an uneven, unequal flow of power where something is pulling more in one direction than the other, and you're trying to get it back to this state of equilibrium here. Pentacles also show where we are spending our money or our material resources on. So you might even be spending a lot of money on this person, or they are constantly borrowing money from you and you're not having as much left for yourself as you would like. This could also be a work situation that you're going through where you feel like someone within your workplace is taking a lot more of your time and emotional energy than what you have or what you would like to have the capacity to share with other people. And this can happen a lot. This is such a common thing that happens with people at work, that projects and things are taking up all of their time and they're left feeling stuck, feeling like they don't have a choice, that they have to stay in this situation and that they have to keep pushing, when sometimes you just gotta let go a little bit. You gotta allow things to happen and give a moment to take care of your boundaries and assert that you are a person, you have needs, and that you are allowed to say no to people. You're allowed to say no to situations that are draining you. Let's see what you have. Let's end Saturday here. No, this is Sunday. My apologies. Sunday, December 31st, you have the Hermit in reverse here. What I really like, well, what I think is interesting is that these two cards have a similar color pattern with the Two of Pentacles in reverse and the Hermit in reverse. This to me further says that you are needing to have some moments of isolation. Your soul is craving this time to get really deep within yourself. And it is really hard to do that. It's really hard to get real and get down to the nitty-gritty of your soul when you have things pulling you in 1,000 different directions. Sometimes this indicates an unwillingness to look within and an unwillingness to deal with the things that are the deep introspections that we have to go through, our shadow work, if you will. But Sagittarius, in this case, I feel like this is you feeling like you can't, like you're not allowed to take this time to be by yourself. Maybe you feel really guilty because you want to take a vacation and a break from work, and you feel like without you, things would fall apart in your workplace. This kind of makes me sad for you a little bit, Sagittarius, I'm not gonna lie, because I've totally been there where you're giving your all to a job and you feel like you don't have the capacity to give any more than you're already giving, and yet you feel like you have to keep on giving and giving and giving. Moving into 2023, I would really encourage you to make sure you take some time to take a vacation. Take some time to really get down into what it is that you need for yourself in order to feel refreshed and rejuvenated. What is it that you can do for yourself in this state within your current capacity to rejuvenate yourself and your soul, your inner light? And really taking the time to reflect, get down into the inner nitty-gritty and figure out what it is that your soul is asking you for. So anyway, thank you, Sagittarius, for being here today. Thank you for watching my video. I hope that you all have a great 2023 into 2024, and we will see you next time.